It reads, millennials are the drunkest generation in human history, right? So millennials, I'm gonna give y'all the dates for them because I'm a millennial. Okay. Millennials are anyone born from 1981 to 1996. You feel me? 81 to 96, you are a millennial. And what they're saying, according to Instagram, millennials are the drunkest generation in human history. Sounds about right. I concur. I approve this message. Because if you look at it, right, prohibition, after prohibition, and then after everybody was free and America was somewhat, integrated, the 70s was the white necklaces, boom, something real quick, real quick, feel me? Disco, it was really needles and stuff like that, boom. In the 80s, you got the crack wave came in, right off the pipe, get it real quick, put in, spoon it up, whatever. Then you get the heroin, whatever. Then the 90s, a little bit more on the black power, the drinking kind of went a little more up, the drugs went down. The tweed, that was the tweed era, smoking on that tweed. That's when the tree came in. The 2000s, because the millennials that mainly they're talking about is the 90s children, okay? Because we got to be drunk out here. Do you know what we had to put up with? We had to put up with the parents that was cocaine crazy. Grew up in there was teens in the 70s and 80s. In their 20s and 30s and the 90s. We had to deal with that. We had to deal with whatever they had going on with the illegitimate children, the family around the corner, the family down the street, the family in another state, the neighboring state. We had to deal with this. We had to deal with computers wasn't a thing. We still had the cassette tapes, the CD player, the Walkmans, the VCR, the Betamax, you feel me? All that. And then transition straight to computer. We had to transition really quick. It was brick phones, it was cell phones, computers, Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, AOL Messenger, and I say that all out of order, but it just ran straight up. So we had to get straight to it. We was outside though. We still grew up outside. We still grew up riding bikes. We still grew up playing down the street. We still grew up tackle football on the street. We still grew up doing all that. But at the same time, these phones, the Razor, the Sidekick, the Nokia, to go back farther, the Nokia, the Virgin Mobile joints with the little snake game. You feel me? We had to deal with too much. Then we had to deal with the old parents talking about, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to go to school, you need to get a job, you need to work for 80 years, then you need to get your retirement. After you work for 80 years, 5 years later, you're going to die. You're going to leave your family something. That was the shit. The reason why I like Gen X, is it Gen X? Gen Z, the one after us. The reason why I like Gen Z is because we used to question parents too, but they just wasn't hearing it. Now, they're like, what? That don't make sense. Dad, mom, grandma, whatever. That don't make no sense. I'm doing this. Fuck what you talking about. I like that to a certain extent. Now, you can't be just going off on your parents, but you know what I mean. Like this little traditional route ain't the move no more. It's really never been the move no more. They were just trying to get y'all to do that in the first place, really, because who the fuck works their way up to no, you got to skip steps. You got to work to where you can leapfrog some stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's really all it is. So millennials are the drunkest. I do believe they're the drunkest generation in human history because I am the drunkest angel in human history. So that makes sense. That makes sense. So let's go ahead and get to this next topic because that didn't even, you know what I mean?